Now, KWWL Sports.
3 months ago, an old friend of mine, Russell O'Connell, invited me to participate in a 12-week fitness training program that he started earlier this year. Now, the invitation couldn't have come at a better time for me because as I get deeper into my 40s, I was getting tested for a multiple number of health issues ranging from type 2 diabetes to heart issues, and a lot of it was due to my excess weight and family medical history. For a long time, I was in denial because I needed to change my lifestyle. So on this Thanksgiving Day, as I'm thankful for many things, I'll be forever grateful to Russell O'Connell. At 5:30 in the morning, 4 days a week, I find my way to the warehouse named United Sport and Fitness. Before the sun rises, me and about 24 other exercise enthusiasts follow the commands of our ringleader, Russell O'Connell. We work heavy bags. We hit mitts. We lift tires. And then we run agility drill. And that's just the first half hour of class. O'Connell is a martial arts expert with a 6th-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Russ is demanding, directing, and pushing us to the brink of exhaustion. O'Connell is a drill sergeant, but his style is more like Tony Dungy than Vince Lombardi. Always encouraging, even when we're doing something wrong.
I've got a lot of that coaching from Juan Moreno, the United States Olympic coach, Oren Gautreau out of Kansas City. Mick Doyle is a Muay Thai world champion. I listen to how they coach their athletes, and it's called correct, praise, correct, and that goes a long ways. If you do this, it's good, but if you do that, it's even better.
O'Connell has a successful record of training champions in Taekwondo, kickboxing, and now mixed martial arts. Earlier this year, Russ and his wife, Christy, who also has a distinguished background in exercise and fitness and can also hit the mitts pretty hard, designed a 12-week program in which they train average people like fighters, something they like to call O'Connell Extreme Fitness.
To be in fighting shape is top shelf. There's no doubt about it. When you're in fighting shape, you're in shape.
And it's just like a whole new world of exercise. It's not like getting on the treadmill and running for hours at a time, or it's just they switch it up every day, so it's always different, so it keeps you entertained.
I know the first time we lined up, we started hitting the bags, and felt good for about 30 seconds, and then after that your arms are kind of starting to get the shakes a little bit, and you're like, uh-oh, what did I just sign up for?
Most people who sign up for O'Connell Extreme Fitness have specific goals in mind: to lose pounds or inches.
A loss of a couple inches here and there before the holidays makes a big difference, and some extra pounds that I've added on over the last year.
My training partner for the class is Dr. Robin Lund, a professor of exercise physiology at the University of Northern Iowa. Dr. Lund says Russell O'Connell is a master at getting the most out of people during training.
It amazes me how many times he hits things absolutely right on the head in terms of the intensity, rest intervals, in terms of volume, the way he backs us off certain weeks just when we seem to need it most, and he just does all that stuff intuitively based on experience.
Russ says your mind is stronger than your body, and I would agree with that. So that's the biggest thing I've learned, is I can go a lot farther and a lot harder than I ever thought I could.
Push-ups, I never thought I could do that many push-ups, and real push-ups, not the girl push-ups on your knees, but real push-ups.
When you leave here in the morning, your energy level is so high, and you feel good about yourself, you're going to feel good about other people, and that's such a positive thing.
That was fun. Whole lot of fun. I want to thank Russell O'Connell and United Sport and Fitness, which is a non-profit organization. Proceeds from the affordable memberships go to fund scholarships for disadvantaged youth. Tonight at 10, I will profile some of my O'Connell Extreme Fitness classmates, ordinary people with some very inspirational stories. Right now,
KWWL Sports.
In part 2 of O'Connell Extreme Fitness, I profile some of the people who have turned their lives around through exercise and a healthier lifestyle. Russell O'Connell designed O'Connell Extreme Fitness classes to be difficult, but not so hard that it would discourage people from coming back. Mandy Stepp, a wife and 30-something mother of 2 from Olwine, and Travis Flester, a husband and 30-something father of 2 from LaPorte City, are typical of the OX effort. Mandy travels from Oline at 4:40 a.m. to get in her extreme workout before going to work at Viking Pump. Mandy, who juggles a very active life with work and family, says the OXF classes pushes her to do things she couldn't do by herself.
I actually kept trying to work out on my own and just never was successful. You know, I'd start and go down in our basement. I have all the equipment like everybody does, and never had the actual motivation to continue with it, I guess. I love the class. I love the results. And the other thing is I've gotten this far, I don't want to go back.
For me to want to get up at 4:30 in the morning, you know, or get to bed at night so you can get up in the morning.
Travis Fleshner is in constant motion. Fleshner is the high school principal at Union Community. Travis also serves his country as a 20-year veteran of the Army Reserve. He even did a tour of duty in Iraq. 2 decades since he played quarterback for the legendary North Fayette head coach Ron Weimer, Fleshner still promotes health and fitness.
You know, being here at the school, you see all the stuff with childhood obesity and all this stuff that's out there in the news. I mean, there's a lot of positive role modeling things that I think probably need to take place too.
Diane Craig and Susan Rogers are both role models for it never being too late for fitness. The closest Diane and Susan came to athletics in school was cheerleading. But around the gym, Craig and Rogers are known as the OXF Warriors, conquering their third 12-week program.
It had been like a year since I had exercised before, and I thought, oh, I'm in the wrong class. But I'm not a quitter, and I just kept pushing myself.
At 50 plus, Diane, or Dee, is in better physical condition than women half her age. For Dee, was the failing health of loved ones that motivated her to make the gym a regular stop.
My brother just recently passed within the last couple months, just 50, and he had all kind of health issues, asthma, diabetes. Weight was a big part of it. My family has a history of diabetes, some cancers, so yes, heart disease. It's got to become part of a mindset. It's something you just make up your mind, I'm going to do this for my overall health.
At 38, Mike Powell has taken his fitness to another level. A former wrestler at LaPorte City High School and Wartburg College, in the past 5 years, Powell has gone from an admitted unhealthy lifestyle to being a supremely conditioned mixed martial arts fighter. Training under Russell Connell, Mike has won his first 10 fights. While the fighting may be another extreme, Powell says the fitness training is very important.
You know, you need to eat healthy. You need to, you know, do something as far as a workout. You need to expand your mentality and push it to its limits. You know, if not for yourself, for the people that you love. Somebody pushed me. I was definitely not the most fit and healthy person, and you know, God bless them for getting me there. And I've never looked back. And
during the time Mike Powell was rediscovering physical fitness, his older brother Scott was finding out something more serious, that he had kidney cancer.
I tested to see if I could actually be a kidney donor for my father, who had kidney failure due to diabetes. And I went in and did all the tests, and they called me back a few days later and said they had bad news and bad news. I couldn't be a kidney donor, and I had a mass in my kidney.
Scott Powell survived the cancer, but the 21-year Army veteran lost years of physical activity because of the pain involved with the recovery from the surgery.
Terrible spasms in my side that wouldn't go away from the adhesions in my side where they'd staple the muscles back together. But I think this activity in here has really helped loosen those adhesions up, and I feel quite a bit better than I ever have. I have 3 young kids, a 14-year-old and 10-year-old twins, and of course I would like to be around for them as long as I can. So my health is very important to me. It's very important to my family.
For most of us who endure the hour-long intense exercise program, it is primarily to reach personal fitness goals. But to keep us coming back every morning, there has to be a lot more. Marty Timpson, a single mother of 3 sons, hasn't missed a single class. She believes it's her chance to make an impact on the ones she loves.
you have to realize that this moment matters and that they're watching what you're doing and you're setting this role model for them. And I think it's been great. They recognize that it's important for me to do for myself, and I'm showing them that it's important to take care of your body.